knew or had reason to know that she would be coming to your house making a delivery, and you allowed that happened. Don't look like shock. I'm embarrassed for you.
All right, guys, let's break this down. The judge wastes no time setting the tone, and the defendant immediately reaches for technicalities. It's not his house, not his dogs. Maybe she needed better insurance. Classic deflection. But one fact cuts through the noise. He placed the order. He summoned her there. From the very start, you can feel the judge testing whether this is outright denial or just an attempt to avoid responsibility.
Mr. Ehlers, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. I've advised you both of the different requirements for small claims court. Ms. Potts is here with me at the court. You're here by Zoom. I'm going to ask you if you'd each please raise your right hand, swear or affirm that any testimony you're about to give in this matter will be true to the best of your knowledge and belief.
I do.
All right. Ms. Potts is suing you because she was providing a delivery service, I believe, for Walmart. And her contention is that she was at your home on Mooney Lake Road and your dogs A, terrorized her, and B, scratched her car all up. And she is suing you for $1,093. What's your position with that, Mr. Ehlers?
My position with this? My position is that according to what she has written down, you are supposed to be carrying delivery insurance if you're delivering for a company, which she wrote down that she did not have. Two, technically, this is not my house. I live here with my son, and the dogs are not my dogs. That's pretty much my position.
All right. Did you place an order through Walmart to have some
Yes, I
groceries
did
and other
place an
items
order.
delivered to you?
Yes, sir, I did place an order through Walmart to have groceries delivered to the house.
All right. Were you there when this incident occurred?
I was actually out in the field putting a rototiller back together.
Did you hear it?
No, I did not. I heard the dogs bark, but I didn't hear anything other than that.
I'm going to ask this question, and I think I may know the answer. What kind of dogs are these?
The only one I know definitely is the German Shepherd. The other three, I'm not sure what they are.
So there are 4 dogs total?
That were outside at that point, yes.
All right. I went with the defendant first just to see whether we were going to have a easy slog or a tough one. His opinion is none of this is his fault. He's not responsible for it. Ms. Potts, tell me what happened when this happened earlier this month in June, when you went out to this residence to deliver these groceries.
It was actually on May 26th
All right.
in the afternoon. I received the shopping trip and delivery trip on my application for Walmart Spark Delivery. I accepted the job, and so that meant I go into the store and pick up the items that the client ordered. And then you immediately leave the store, and the client is able to see my location and the app throughout the delivery. So from the store to the home. I send an update on my, when I leave the store, I can text the client within the app, and I sent a text just saying, I'm leaving the store now, I'm on my way with your delivery. And then when I get to the house, I also send another notification at that point saying, I'm here with your delivery. So if they have their phone on them, they know that I'm there. This is not the first time I've been to this location. This is the 3rd time. I had 2 other deliveries for the same person, and nobody appeared to be home at those times. I just want to note this home is in the middle of the woods. It's a good 300 feet from the road. You drive through a trail and trees and whatnot. And personally, it was a little uncomfortable the first couple of times I went there, but I noticed there was nothing strange there. So I did this third trip, and this time I show up, and as soon as I pull into near where the house is, it seemed like more than 4 dogs, but definitely a German Shepherd and maybe a Pit Bull mix, and they circled my car. The biggest dog, you can't see it in the video I have, but I have a video with me. The video's the front of my car, but you can hear the dogs barking. And the biggest dog went on my side of the car, which is like a smart car. So it's not very tall. It's like 5 feet tall. The dog was able to put his paws up onto the roof of my car and scratch down the glass of my car and continued to bark at me and scratch up my door. And the other dogs then came and were similarly running around my car. And I right away said, "Get off my car." And I even tried opening up the door a little to get the dog to get off the car. That just made him more mad. And this carried on for at least maybe a minute, maybe 60 seconds, long enough for me to say, I'm gonna leave. Walmart has in their service agreement for us subcontractors that if we ever feel uncomfortable, we can just leave and take the items back to the store and then get paid for both trips. And so I was about to do that. So I started to back up, and then all of a sudden I looked off to my right, and I could see the defendant coming with another person, and they had more dogs with them. It seemed like they were all coming. They came up, and I just pointed to the trunk. I said, "You're going to have to get your things because I'm not getting out of the car." And so he opened up the trunk and got his. It was only like.
Was it this gentleman?
Yes. He opened up the trunk and took, it was just a couple bags of things, maybe 8 things.
No.
It was a small trip. But then he took the things and then I just left, but there was no attempt to call the dogs off or apology for terrorizing my car and me. And so then at that point I just took off. And then after I left the scene, I pulled over and I called St. Joseph Sheriff's Department, filed a police report 75-25-3346. I also called Walmart Spark, my support team there, and they also made note on this this person, this location, because we're supposed to report when it's unsafe. And then I also called my auto insurance. We are required to have auto insurance when we're a Spark driver. However, Spark is not like Uber and the other delivery services. Spark does not have any insurance for its subcontractors. And so when I had rideshare set up for, it's called rideshare when you do these kinds of trips with my insurance, but rideshare acts as a secondary. So it'll only kick in as long as like the Spark has a primary.
Well, how did you come up with this figure of $1,093?
I provided the repair to both the court and the defendant. It was from the repair shop. They were going to have to fix the scratches and repaint the door.
Has the repair actually been done?
No, I didn't have the money because my insurance won't cover it because it's a secondary insurance and Spark does not provide primary insurance. So I'm stuck with nothing. And so that's why I claimed homeowner negligence.
All right. How long is your video?
It's like 50 seconds.
All right, let's take a look. I don't know that he'll be able to see it, but
I would like to be able to see it.
yes. We'll see if we can let you see it. Then you can come up here to the courthouse. We can reschedule this so you can come here live and in person, but we'll see if we can get it on the camera so you can see it.
Your Honor,
Yes.
one, by the time I came out of the field and made my way up here, she was already turning around to leave. My son's other half, boyfriend or whatever you want to call it, had my groceries in his hand. I hadn't even made it up here by the time she was backing out to leave.
All right, well, according to you, you didn't know anything about it. Then I found out you were actually there and she saw you there.
No. I did not say I didn't know anything about it. I said that I was in the field working on the tiller.
Yes.
When I came up here, when I had made it up here, he had the groceries in hand, said that she was very upset about the situation.
Well, I don't blame her a bit.
Well, I don't either, but...
Well, let's take a look at this video. How do I do it? Just hit play.
I think you double click or something on the play.
Yeah.
Hey, look off my car.
Yeah, I understand that.
Hey, get off my car.
Yeah, I see no dogs.
Fucking leave it.
That's enough. You can see.
Yeah.
All right. Heaven forbid if probably no one would get out of their car. If a census taker or a UPS driver or someone that had lawful business at your house was there, that would be frightening. All right. You owe her the money. You invited her to your home. You made an order. You brought her to your home. If you think your son's dogs did it, sue him or his insurance carrier. But I don't find that you lack responsibility for this. You summoned her there. She came. You did not have the property in a safe and secure, because heaven forbid if she'd gotten out of the car, we'd have something other than this. I find you owe her $1,093, which is cheap, really, for as much as it costs to repair a car. $66.25. That's due within 30 days.
Even though they're not my dogs?
Yes, you invited her there. It's your residence. And you allowed that circumstance to take place. You knew or had reason to know that she would be coming to your house, making a delivery, and you allowed that happened. Don't look like shock. I'm embarrassed for you. Yeah, you owe her $1,159.25. You have 30 days to pay it, or she can subpoena you with a discovery subpoena and garnish your wages or otherwise seize property to pay this. You may want to turn it into your homeowner's insurance, but you owe the money. You invited her there. Your animals or the animals there, your residents, caused this damage. All right. Good luck, sir, and have a good rest of the day.
Thank you.
All right. Ms. Potts, if you go out, we'll give you a copy of that.
This is just supposed to be on the checker.
He is. I would hold my breath, but he might. If he doesn't, then you come back here and ask what's called a discovery subpoena, and that compels him to come to court.
The ruling is swift and unapologetic. You invite someone onto your property. You're responsible for what happens there. Ownership technicalities don't erase negligence. The judge even calls out the defendant's shock, clearly unimpressed. Then comes a rail warning. Pay within 30 days or face wage garnishment. Accountability lands hard, and the courtroom moves on. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.